Okay, it's time for a little bit of a garden overview. These are the cucumbers that I recently planted right here. As you can see, they have come up. I've already done one thinning on them, but I will be doing additional thinnings on them because there's no telling how many plants here. And I'll be thinning down to probably no more than 10 plants or so. So they're pretty little right now. All right. And here is the beans. I have mulch, done quite a bit of mulching on the beans on the sides of them with grass clippings, which of course helps for all the obvious reasons, but also it seems to help. I do not spray my beans, and when you mulch them, it kind of camouflages. They have a tendency sometimes, they can get eat down to nothing when they're little. And it kind of camouflages them from the insects, it seems to, a little bit, so they just do better when you mulch them all the way around. Water, moisture, and the ground doesn't crust, and I do believe they get eat on less. Now I have sort of thinned them. I probably won't be thinning them much more. Maybe when they get a little bigger I'll thin a little here and there, but I will be later on pulling the mulch way up, right up to them. But right now they're kind of little, so I won't be doing that. Plus there actually might be an extra one or two which comes up. So I'd say I don't know, they're maybe 3 inches tall right now. Got a little ways to go before they reach my string. I'm going to sort of show a overview of them like so. Okay, moving on. This is my squash. And that's sort of about well, when they come up, they're just a little bit bigger plant than the cucumbers are. And I've got I haven't even thinned these yet. I don't usually thin them until they start touching each other, like sort of right here. Those two are touching each other, so I'll pull one of them out, and eventually I'll go down to only about four plants on this 8-foot run here. What are we doing there, Babby? Huh? Yeah, that's it, a Babs. Okay, now going on the previous stuff. This I'll just show my best tomato plant. This right here is my best one, and I'll just put my hand here for a little context on how large it is. But it's looking pretty nice. The other ones are the other one that's out by itself is looking pretty good as well. The peppers are. This is going to be a pepper year, I guess. So the peppers are looking really fantastic. Last year, every year, like I say, something does extra good, something does extra bad. So far, the tomatoes are doing in the somewhat bad category, because these three here, I think what's happening, see, that's just not nearly as good looking as the other one. And of course, they're getting eat on a little, but I never do spray anything. I mean, if I lose a plant because a bug's eating on it, I lose a plant because a bug's eating on it. I'm not going to spray it. I may wind up even. I think what happened. I know you're supposed to rotate your stuff, which I don't rotate nearly as much. Yeah, I know I need to wash my hair. I don't rotate, and I'm not a legend either. That's a battery. I don't rotate nearly as much as what I should, because sometimes that means you know, rototilling up different ground from year to year. So this is exactly the same place these three tomatoes were planted last year, and I think that's partly the reason they're not doing as well as what these other two here are, because I didn't have any planted in this exact location last year. So that's pretty much it on the garden update, I guess. Okay, I'm well pleased with how my beans are looking. That's pretty much standard on how they generally look. Okay, so in closing, what have you got to say for yourself? Have you got something to say? You're pretty quiet. You're a quiet cat overall anyway, ain't you? Let's see what Susie has to say. Susie is usually a little more vocal on what she has to say. What do you got to say about the garden, Susie? Is it coming along okay? Huh? Garden coming along all right? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Garden's okay, right? You're pretty quiet today too, huh? You're pretty quiet today too. Yes, you are. You're pretty quiet. Okay. Well, so long, everybody.